23, quiet little girl with freckles and tight curly brown hair who arrived to this country not by choice, but by the only way my parents envisioned to offer me a better future. Age 5, started school at South Loop Branch. Only Spanish speaker in the entire school, was not supposed to be. There I was, had to learn English within 1 year, graduated kindergarten and started South Loop Elementary, the place I was not supposed to be. Age 9, we had to move out of South Loop apartment due to gentrification. My family could no longer afford rent at 13th and Wabash in the early 90s, when we shared even with other families. Age 9, started at Nightingale Elementary, where students looked like me, but was not supposed to be in an all-English class. I had just learned it. Age 13, class trip to Washington, D.C. I was not supposed to be, as my parents could not afford it, but guess what? I grew up selling tamales, tortas, gelatinas to make ends meet. Selling 1,000 chocolates for a trip was a piece of cake. There I was, first in my family to travel outside the city in a country I was not supposed to be. Age 14, I realized I had to attend a neighborhood high school and excel. Otherwise, Mom would not let me attend all of those cool after-school programs that took students on field trips outside of the city. Age 16, field trip to Springfield. How many chocolates do you guess I sold? Another 1,000. As part of the high school trip, I won second place in poetry, spaces I was not supposed to be. Age 17, was not supposed to be graduating high school based on statistics, but guess what? Became the first in my family to enroll in public university and broke those statistics. Age 18, started at UIC, another place I was not supposed to be. Age 19, while in a 400 level class, during a class discussion on the country's economy, all of a sudden this white young classmate told me, "Your people are the ones taking our jobs, causing Americans to be unemployed." Does that sound familiar? I became furious and immediately responded, "My people have taken low-paying jobs in the fields, cutting your grass, making your meals, cleaning your houses, watching your children. Tell me when you want to work a 12-hour work shift on your feet, without a chance to sit, no bathroom break, no lunch, taking home only a couple $100s. That was my official wake-up call. In 1988, I arrived to Chicago, undocumented until the age of 11, working 4 times as hard to become the voice for those that didn't make it to all the places I was not supposed to be. I finished with a bachelor's in sociology, another place I was not supposed to be. With a college degree in hand, I became the first in my family with that new passport that was gonna get me places. I started volunteering and shortly after was introduced to Brighton Park Neighborhood Council. This was a place I was supposed to be, a place that offered me a chance to spread my wings and continue moving into places I had never been. Presenting at conferences across the country, leading protests in the city, being in county and federal buildings. Every time I stepped into one of those, I would look around. Y daba gracias a mis padres. I would walk in with strength, knowing I was there to echo the voices of those that had not made it to those meetings. And to be honest, many were the ones where I was casted as that bitchy Latina. But hey, somebody's gotta do it. I recently started a job as a city employee after 8 years of working in the community where I organized all that time. I wanted to continue being that voice of the communities, and man, oh man, has it been a tough one. That first day when I was handed my ID, I took the picture and showed it to my mom. I made it to a place I was not supposed to be. But here I am, and I will make sure I keep my promise and echo the voices to the community, las voces de mi gente, porque gracias a las personas que me han apoyado y creído en mí, estoy aquí. Personas que dejaron sus sueños atrás por verme alcanzar los míos. Without you, I would have never made it to the places I was not supposed to be.